Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning, and it's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm. A busy day ahead of us, so I wanted to get on top of things first thing this morning and talk about the timing and the possible severity of thunderstorms as we get into the afternoon today. Before we get to this afternoon's weather, just a quick heads up that we do have a small little band of showers that will push through this morning. This shower band as of 7:12 a.m. was pushing across the Stark-Columbiana line around New Franklin. And this band of light rain can impact maybe parts of Mahoning and Columbiana counties early on this morning. Otherwise, big picture across the region. Big complex of thunderstorms yesterday has thankfully died out for this morning. What's left of it is a band of showers extending from Fort Wayne and Detroit on north and east. Not a lot else going on as of this moment down in Ohio, where it is increasingly humid. While yesterday was very warm, the dew points were mostly in the tolerable range. Now dew points are starting to rise, and those dew points are in the middle and upper 60s across central and southern Ohio this morning. That's the kind of air mass that we're going to have around here as we get into the afternoon hours today. All right, cloud cover this morning. This is going to play a key factor, or a key role, I should say, in our afternoon storm potential. The more clouds we have this morning, the more stable the atmosphere will be and the fewer storms we can expect. If we get some appreciable sun this morning, atmosphere is going to get pretty unstable, I think, ahead of prime time for possible severe weather this afternoon. I am fairly encouraged by what I see on the satellite this morning. I do think that clouds will win the battle for at least part of the morning, and that may indeed inhibit some storminess later on today. So let's take a look at the latest version of our high-res model here. This is an hourly model. It updates once an hour, and just like any other model, it's just a tool. It is not the answer. It is just one of those things that we look at to help us out, to help us get a better handle on how things will evolve. This model suggests that as we head through the late morning and into the afternoon, some showers might try to develop, but probably nothing to write home about here at 11 o'clock to noon. But as we get into the 1, 2, 3 o'clock time frame, it tries to spin up some widely scattered showers and storms around mid-afternoon. They may be most numerous initially east of I-79 across west central PA, closer to Brookville, closer to DuBois, east of Slippery Rock, east of Pittsburgh even, and then another little cluster trying to develop off to our west. Now again, don't take this verbatim, but this may give you a sense as to what the coverage may look like around mid to late afternoon. This is 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Still the potential for widely scattered showers and storms, and then things will wind down as we head towards sunset. Now, that's just one run of one model, but that gives you a sense as to what some of the high-res modeling is seeing this morning. It's not seeing anything terribly organized for this afternoon. We may be able to thank the clouds some for that. One thing we'll be keeping an eye on today is, well, any storm will have the potential to bring strong winds, but the tornado risk is elevated across the region today. That doesn't mean that we're predicting a bunch of tornadoes, but the wind shear, the wind profile as you go up through the atmosphere is such that it's something that can't be ruled out. That same latest run of our model here, as we get into the afternoon today, would suggest that the tornado risk is probably highest in northwest PA, especially east of I-79, east of Erie, east of Mercer, east of Grove City, east of Slippery Rock, out into west central parts of the Keystone State. But it's certainly not zero even in eastern Ohio. As you can see, some of these gray and blue colors are still around late this afternoon, early this evening, suggesting that any storm that does manage to get going could tap into some of that wind shear and be somewhat problematic. Now, this is a view of the overall severe weather risk today. The familiar yellow color indicating a slight risk of severe weather. Slight on a like a 1 to 5 scale is basically like a 2 out of 5. When we look at the overall tornado risk today, let me take off the general risk and put up the tornado chances today. The Storm Prediction Center does have basically from Route 11 on east a 5% contour. The green color is a 2% contour. The brown color is like a 5% contour. And basically what that means is a 5% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of any location within that area. Now, these numbers are low, 2%, 5%. Those aren't big numbers, but that is significantly higher than just a standard spring to summer day across our region. So it gets our attention, and it's a day to be weather aware, that is for sure. And we'll have you updated throughout the day as things evolve. We'll be keeping an eye on the current radar and the model trends throughout the course of the morning and the midday hours. And I will have plenty more to say later on this afternoon on 21 News at 6 and 11 on my social media outlets. And if we get a decent amount of active weather, we'll probably launch some live streams this afternoon as well. In the meantime, stay safe and have a great rest of your Thursday.